Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to be watching a fan edit called The Last Kingdom, Uhtred the Long Path. So obviously, this is about a character from The Last Kingdom. This is the main character, Uhtred, Uhtred Ragnarsson, or Uhtred, son of Uhtred. I haven't watched this series in a minute. I think I finished it last year, and the series itself is supposed to continue, I think, and I believe they're in the process of filming for the next season. But for now, I'm really excited to jump into this because I watched I think the 4 seasons that exist right now. I believe it's 4. It's either 3 or 4, and I watched them like in succession. So I'm very curious to see what memories pop up from watching this, and perhaps it's going to be a little bit of a refresher for when the next season comes out. I honestly thought the series was over with how it ended. It just seemed like, it was a good place for the story to end, but I do believe that there is going to be at least one other season. Before I forget, this video is created by Jessislegend, and yeah, let's jump right into the reaction. Oh, he's mentioning what it's for. That was from, I believe it was from his actual father, right? Uhtred? I think so. I could be wrong about that though, but I mean, it's been a minute since I watched this. I do know, I think in the first episode or something, he does go to a blacksmith and ask for the hilt to be like added, or he goes to a blacksmith and asks for that, like, I don't know what to say, the stone to actually be set at the hilt of his sword. That's what I was trying to say. That took me a minute. Oh, I feel bad for the story of how, I forget what her name is, how she ends up being on the opposite side of Uhtred.
I am indebted. You are the man I always hoped you would become. Wessex is indebted.
That's Alfred.
He was a man that I loved and despised, but it was never less than an honor to serve him.
Oh, he's talking about Alfred, yeah.
Alfred did stand on Uhtred's shoulders.
So I do believe, if I remember correctly, the last season that occurred with The Last Kingdom, Uhtred was already gone, and I believe he passed the season before that, right? He either passed season 2 or season 3, but I do believe that the last season that occurred was the first season without Alfred's character, and yeah, that's all I remember. I really like that they have that moment in the show where Uhtred recognizes like how amazing or how great Alfred actually was, despite how much they like butted heads.
Because we are bonded. But I know it to be true.
Oh, that's when he's dying, right?
For England, I'm an outlaw, Lord.
He's an outlaw.
He was my king.
A man I have never understood. But without him, I would not die a king.
Wow, that's a good line.
The true Lord of Beverland. I'm a Dane for life.
That gave me chills simply because I believe Bevenber is the land, or I guess it would be considered the land or the fort or the area in which Uhtred's father actually controlled originally, and which was usurped by his uncle. So it's actually where he should be ruling had he not been taken away, had his brother or had his uncle not tried to usurp his position, and had he actually succeeded when he went back. Because when he went back, his uncle was killed by his own son, and then at that point he had to flee because he was outnumbered. But the idea here that Alfred, while he's dying, acknowledges that it's such an honor, I feel like, especially for Uhtred's character, to be like, oh dang, this guy actually recognizes everything that I did. And he even says the bar where he's like, if not for you, I would no longer have my crown. I would not be dying a king. And I just think that's really cool.
It means you're Uhtred Ragnarsson.
Lord of Bednar.
Because you're a Saxon.
You are torn between Saxon and Dane.
Uhtred, I know what you have sacrificed. I know how much it has cost you.
Do you know how many battles he's fought? How many times he's sworn oaths and risked his life for your Christian kings at the cost of his own hopes and comfort?
I gotta say, I really like this story a lot. I kind of wish that I had waited more to actually watch the series, or like broken it up more.
You are not named even once.
But I am there.
Destiny, Lord.
Unwritten lady, but I am there.
Yeah.
Edinburgh not for himself, but for you. To give you the legacy he never had.
Love is immortal. Goes on.
I swear.
That was Father Biuka, right? All right, I'm starting to remember a little bit more now as I watch this. I'm still blanking on her name though. It's kind of bothering me that I don't remember her name because she was in episode 1.
I thought that my destiny was to return to my home. I have not.
No, you haven't.
I've lost my name. I can no longer call myself Uhtred of Bednar. I've lost every family I had. I'm nothing.
I mean, but he has his kids, right? He still has his kids. I don't remember exactly what that's from though.
To keep safe the people that you love.
That's his son. Yeah.
She said that is why you will always have the strength to stand up when others fall. It is why these men love you and will follow you wherever you go.
By the way, I keep seeing I think he's supposed to be an Irishman, but I'm blanking on his name as well because it's been so long. He keeps reminding me of how him and Uhtred were slaves. I think at the start of season... Was it at the start of season 4? I don't remember exactly when it happened, but when they met, they were both on a ship. They survived. I believe they escaped at that point, but it just reminds me of, like, just one of the amazing feats that this character goes through throughout his journey. So I just really like that.
You are Uhtred, son of Uhtred.
I wondered if that person should be you.
It is you who must rule. It's time you remembered that.
I will not forget.
Is that Thor's hammer?
I will kill you and take every consequence.
Should kill you, then do it.
I did once fear you, Uhtred, but now I see you are nothing but a sword. A lump of metal. Yes, you have reputation, but that will fade. And you will die forgotten and unwritten. None of which
Yeah, that's what... It feels bad, man.
they will know nothing of the Lord Uhtred. Every lord is the hero of his own sons. You understand my absence? I know how my body weakens daily. I'm tired. The king will not approve.
The king is a ghost.
Why do they call you king? What has been said, Uhtred? What has been agreed?
What?
Nothing has been agreed.
How am I to
Oh, that's when I think when the Danes, right, or when the Vikings want Uhtred to lead them, right? And that's, I don't remember, is that season 1? Is that season 2? That must have been earlier on because that's back when Alfred's not sick and dying just yet. So, nice callback because I didn't actually remember that part.
glory? Glory, Savior! And still you treat me no better than a hound.
You are a sinner and a heathen.
You're nothing but a heathen and a bitch's
I have lost my patience with you.
Dang, I want to rewatch the series now because this is getting me hyped. That's him killing the sorceress or whatever, right? I forget, did she cause the death of his first kid, right? I think that's what happened. So yeah, that was the video. I mean, I really enjoyed it because this is the first time, I think, or maybe not the first time, but one of the few times I have looked back at this series since watching it, and it's been probably about a little over a year now since I first watched the series, so it was very cool to get to see several of those elements come back once more. Definitely a lot of fun and definitely an enjoyable time. It's kind of getting me excited to jump back into this series moving forward, and I'm really hoping that the next season of The Last Kingdom comes out at some point soon, because I really want to know what happens with Uhtred's character in the future. You know, where is he going to be at? Is he going to look a lot older now? Because I believe it would make sense for them to have a time skip here, because he's taking care of a child. I think it's like Alfred's grandson or something. I don't think it's Alfred's son. It's a kid of some kind. I don't remember it specifically though. And I think it's going to be very curious to see what he's like in the next season. I'm also very curious about what his reunion is going to be with Ethelfled. I think her name's Ethelfled, right? And also how the new villains appear for the season. So yeah, it's just got me kind of a little bit more hyped for the next season and reminded me of some of the best parts of the show. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Did you enjoy this video? Did you like my reaction? Please let me know. If you have any suggestions as to what you would like me to watch in the future, let me know as well. Like the video if you enjoyed, and of course, subscribe for more videos from me on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.